Shark Game here, coming at you with another video from ChooseYourRelationships.com, off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. And I was at the bar a couple days ago. Actually, it was like a meetup where it's like a lot of people that work in the tech world. Some of them are solo, and some of them work with big companies, and some of them work with small companies, right? So the majority were women. And one of the women, at the end of the conversation that we had, one of the women was like, she was about 32, I would think. And she asks, where has all the good men gone? Where are they? Where have they? What happened to all the good men that used to be? And this is something that you hear within the mainstream media a lot. They act like that all the good men have disappeared, like they vanished. It doesn't exist anymore. Like there's some new phenomenon going on. Like there's the missing secret. There's like some mystique of guys. this happens in this society, man. People have lost their goddamn minds out here. And today, I don't really know how to say this in a nice way, but most women you're gonna meet today, they hoes, man. I'm telling you, most women today are just hoes, man. And the worst part about it is they don't even realize it in most cases, because what's unnormal back when I was growing up, today is normal. It's okay. It's the norm. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the problem today. See, they'll take anything from back then when I was growing up, and today it's normal. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the problem today. And it really hurts women in the end. See, in the beginning, when you're young, you're fresh, you dress nice, you look nice, you smell nice. But in the end, once you're 35, 40, 50, guys are not going to settle down with you. And even if you do find a guy to settle down with you, what type of guy is it going to be? See, because a lot of women today want to be men. That's what they really want. They want to do what guys do, and you know what? They do it better than guys. Guys today, women today are worse than guys have ever been in history. I mean, if I take the worst guy I know today and compare them to the worst woman I know today, it's no comparison. Guys, there's like a myth out here. Guys, most guys, the average guy today, the average guy 20, 30, 40 years ago, really want to be with one woman. Really. There's like a myth out here where it's like guys really don't want to settle down. No. Guys, the average guy really want to be with one woman, because it's hard being out here in these streets. You got 2, 3 women at one time, 5 women you juggling at any given time. Well, what happens is most guys that don't want to be married, what they'll do once they hit 35, 40 or older, they'll have 2 to 3 women around consistently. Now, maybe every 5 years, one might leave and go somewhere else. But most guys deal with the same women consistently if they decide not to get married. Because once you get older, guys, we really don't have time to be dating. time for that shit. Them guys got kids. They got a job. They got a business. They got priorities. They got responsibilities. All kind of shit going on. So a 45-year-old, 50-year-old guy, I ain't got time to be dating. What? Get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying? But see, average woman today don't really care about family. Or don't care about kids. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of guys, you know, they make the mistake because a lot of guys don't know what they got. A lot of guys don't know who they really live with. A lot of guys don't know who they get married to. There's some guys I know got married to the hoe. They know it, right? But that's cool in the game as long as you know what you got. You know what I'm saying? That way you won't disappoint yourself or expect more out of the person that you're with. But then you got these other guys, they'll marry a hoe and don't know it. And this is why they end up in the fucking courtroom or going through the legal system, going through a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Average woman today is self-centered, egotistical, don't like being responsible for her own actions, don't like being accountable for anything she does, just wants to get out here, do whatever, say whatever, with no consequences. And if you challenge her on whatever she's doing, she's going to try and shame you and make it seem like you just don't like women, that's all. You just don't like me, that's all. She doesn't really care about kids, the kids she had. Now, some guys will say, oh, well, she had my baby. They automatically assume that just because she had the baby, okay, she cares about family. No. Having the average woman having a kid today with a man is more tools in her toolbox. She's going to use the kids as leverage so she can basically exploit and transfer money from the guy to her. And in the American system, North America really, I don't know about South America, but in North America, basically, this is how the system works. The guy's the trick, and the woman's the hoe. And all they do, the justice system, these attorneys and judges and everybody, all they do is they keep guys paying child support, alimony, whatever, and they use women as holes in the system to justify why the guy has to pay. And then they put women on a pedestal, have them do commercials, advertising, billboards, magazines, advertising for big companies, big corporations. So they exploit women all day, every day. Companies do it all the time. CEOs, presidents, whatever. They exploit women all day long, and they think that's cool because it's for the corporation. This is what models are for. Models are just eye candy to quote help big companies to sell the products. You know what I'm saying? Even though that shit don't work. You know what I'm saying? But it's nice. It looks good. It's eye candy. And, women get exploited like that all day long, but nobody says anything about it. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why they don't say anything about it, because they need women for advertising and exploit them. But they want guys to keep paying money all the goddamn time. So the guy's a trick, the women's a hoe, and it's been that way for a long time, hundreds of years, at least 400 years. You know what I'm saying? So women, really get bamboozled in this whole system, really. And see, a lot of women think that somehow that they're going to go out here have a good time, party for 10, 15 years, and some guy's going to come in and wife them up, and they're going to live happily ever after. You know what I'm saying? I just never seen it work like that. And then you got some women I know some women that come over here from other countries. They really think that they're going to work for 20, 30 years with some company and retire and get Social Security and go back home where they came from. They really think this shit. This is the mentality of some women. I've never seen it happen like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're on a visa, you might not make it. I mean, the way a lot of these women are living their life, the lifestyle that they're living, they might not make it to 62 or 65. But you can't tell them that. And a lot of these women are Renegade Home. Meaning they'll work a job 5 days a week. And on the weekends, they might be on Backpage.com. Busting it open. Selling the pussy for, $100 a pop. And they'll do that shit for years. And then hopefully some guy come, wife them up. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't. And then you got some women, you might have a 30-year-old woman. She got a high dick count. I mean, she might be 30 years old. She done slept with 80, 90 guys. I'm like, how do you justify, what are you trying to do? How do you justify sleeping with 90 guys at 30 years of age? I mean, what are you trying to prove? I mean, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Now, some women will say, well, guys do it too. Well, you know what? At the end of the day, guys can only do what women let them. Go back in the day. Ask your grandparents or your mom, depending on if your mom is in the 70s or older, and ask your grandparents how it was back in the day. 9 times out of 10, if a man and a woman met each other back in the day, during your grandmother time, they didn't fuck on the first night. No. Today, you meet a woman, you fuck on the first night. Not only do you fuck on the first night, the next time you see her, you fuck her again. And a lot of women will justify and say, well, the reason why I had sex with him because I wanted him to like me. But no, that's not going to work. 9 times out of 10, if you sleep with a guy the first night, or even the first week you met, he's not going to respect you any more or any less. That's just how it is. I mean, it is what it is. 9 times out of 10, it don't really have anything to do with whether you give him the pussy early or give him the pussy late. But 9 times out of 10, if you sleep with the average guy on the first night, it won't have anything to do with respect at all. It just depends on what type of person you are, really. It is what it is. But sleeping around with a lot of guys, I mean, if you're 30 years, if you're 25 and you done slept with 50 guys, god damn, how do you justify that shit? I mean, I don't know about you, but it's hard for me to take a lot of women serious today. They're not consistent. They'll say and do almost anything at any given time. So how do you, 1 week is this way, 2 weeks later, 2 weeks later is that way. How do you take someone serious like that? You're kind of all over the goddamn place. You know? So there's a lot of guys out here. What it is, a lot of guys just don't want to take a lot of these women seriously. They don't want to settle with a lot of these women. Now, any real woman would listen to me and be like, "You're right. You make a lot of good points." But then you're going to have some women, and you're going to have some guys too, that's going to be like, you're just some woman hater. You just don't like women, that's all. They'll try to justify why women sleep around as much as they do, why women take on the posture of men, why women take on the persona of men. They'll come up with any excuse and try to justify anything. And I know a lot of people are going to watch this, and I know I'm going to have a lot of down arrows. I know I'm going to probably have a lot of bad comments as well, or negative comments as well. I pretty much, I know it's going to happen. But then again, I know it's going to be some people that are practical, thinking people that are going to listen to me and going to be like, you make a lot of good points, man. Appreciate it. Hopefully, this helps me in the future. And that way, this information will empower me and show me a better way of living my life surrounded by the best quality people as possible. Because at the end of the day, you're only as strong as the people that you have around you. That's it. And I wrote about this in my book called Love Can't Wait, which you can find on Amazon.com. And if you need any help, or if you have any questions, click the links below this video. So until then, if you like what you heard, subscribe to my channel, check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com. Until next time, sharp game is out. Peace.